Hey, everybody, listen, welcome to our career opportunity meeting today. I'm Justin Young, principal and marketer here with Agents Resource Group and agency owner for Senior Life Insurance Company based out of Thomasville, Georgia. And today's meeting here that we're having is just to answer any questions that you may have, give you some further details about the career opportunity with Senior Life. My partner, John Tanner, and I, we own Agents Resource Group together. And Agents Resource Group was created to be a national marketing company. We started off in the insurance business under a different agency name many years ago, and we done like a lot of people that get into business do. We had multiple relationships with multiple carrier partners, done real well for a number of years, nearly a decade on the brokerage side, working with a lot of different insurance carriers, and won about every award you can win as an agency, and then went on to begin to win awards with a lot of national brand companies that you've probably heard of before, and won a lot of awards with them over the years as a national marketer. So we've grown over the years. We've had a lot of success, but we made the decision after a lot of really in-depth research and meeting with the president and CEO, Ron Powell, over the course of a lot of weeks. We really got to know Senior Life and fell in love with the opportunity. We really had a paradigm shift in our thinking. We've always been very focused, and we've always believed that a specialist in any career opportunity or any career field will make more money than a general practitioner, so to speak. We believe what we call get rich in a niche. We believe in being a specialist, being the very best in your field at one thing, and you'll always reap the greatest reward from that. And so we've always been very much final expense focused through all our years in the industry. And we made the decision to even micro focus that even more by just representing one carrier, and that is Senior Life Insurance Company. So when we looked at the opportunity, and I'm telling you this, if you're watching this today, to let you know, and you may say, why Senior Life? Well, I want to tell you, my partner and I, John Tanner, we've done it all. We've worked with all the major carriers. We've won the awards. We've traveled the world on conventions and been rewarded greatly for what we've done with other carriers. But we believe so much in the opportunity with Senior Life that we really flushed all of those other contracts and those other relationships with those other carriers. We got rid of them, and we really got single-minded and single-focused and put all of our effort with Senior Life. And if we've done that, after all the years of experience that we've had, maybe that helps you understand with our expertise and with everything that we've done, how we believe that Senior Life is absolutely, and are convinced that it is the best opportunity in the final expense life insurance industry today. So you're not speaking to somebody today or hearing somebody talk that is just solely only ever represented Senior Life and started in the business for Senior Life. No, we've been out there. We've done it all. And after doing it all, we know that Senior Life is it. It's home. It's the best opportunity today, especially for a brand new agent just getting started in the final expense life insurance industry, because it's turnkey. The system's there. Everything over 30 years, Senior Life's been in existence. The system is proven, it's in existence, and it has made thousands and thousands of people at this point very successful in the final expense life insurance industry. So that's a little bit about us, and we want you to understand that today, as we go through these slides, John and myself, we're not people that just started an insurance company, or started a marketing organization or an agency and have never done this. We're a marketing organization that was started by agents. That's for agents, and that's what we love about Senior Life. Senior Life is the only insurance company that I've ever worked with that the actual president and CEO of the company was a field agent for the majority of his career. He understands what it's like and what the agent needs to make them successful. And Ron Powell was a power producer himself in the field long before ever starting Senior Life. And Senior Life is really it's a agent-friendly company. Everybody in that company sells insurance at least one day a week. If over 200 staff members there in Thomasville, they all get on the phone and sell life insurance. So it's really a unique experience being part of Senior Life. So we want to talk a little bit more about that today, but we just want you to know we understand what you need to be successful. I've won about every award you can win in the insurance business, from my personal production, going out and doing exactly the same thing that you'll be doing if you start a career opportunity with us. So we know what to do to get you trained, to get you up and running, and to make you successful. So we want to start the slideshow now and get this going right here for you. All right, so change your life with Senior Life. I'm telling you right now, a career opportunity in the final expense life insurance industry will change your life unlike any other. You know, I can tell you story after story of agents that we've seen that have went from struggling, working 2 and 3 jobs, you know, to barely make $30,000 a year, and then come into this career opportunity, and in the very first year, make a 6-figure income, make over $100,000 in year one. Well, let me tell you something. You go from you know, making barely $30,000 a year. You're at the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to middle class. There, you're struggling. You're trying to figure out, what can I do to make more money? And so many people think they got to go to college, or they got to get some huge degree, or they, you know, 4 years of school, and how am I going to work, and kids and life, and get all this to where I can go get a job to maybe make 70 or 80,000, $60,000 a year. You know, we see these stories all the time of people. And what I want you to know is with our career opportunity, you can literally within a week to 2 weeks go through insurance school, obtain your insurance license if you don't already have one, and be up and running, take a state exam, and literally in under 30 days, not 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 years trying to, you know, increase your education and have to take out student loans to accomplish all that, putting yourself in further debt. Listen, there's a better way, and it's the final expense life insurance industry. And so we want you to know, in literally under 30 days, you can be up and running and netting $2,700 a week in income, okay? If you follow the system that we have in place here for you at Senior Life and really run wholehearted with that opportunity. I want to play just a quick video for you real quick, and then we're going to come right back. It's barely over a minute long, but just watch this.
Everyone has to start somewhere. At age 18, company president Ron Powell started selling final expense policies all across the Southeast. After 5 years, he was a millionaire, and at age 30, he bought his own insurance company. Ron Powell is a planner with even bigger dreams. And since starting, we have grown from being licensed in 6 states to 40 states plus DC. Our success stems from our greatest asset, our people. We have created a place where you can build networks and relationships with people committed to your personal and professional development. As a company, we're not interested in building just our success story, but our agent's success story. So join the team where you can thrive and change your life. Dream big.
So on to the next slide here. You know, with this career opportunity, of course, you've seen there, it takes a lot of people that have done real well. You know, a facility like that in Thomasville, of course, you've seen that where that drone video camera there is flying over top of the corporate office headquarters there in Thomasville, Georgia. And it's important to know that, you know, that type of success, when you see that type of building, that is there because this is a real career opportunity that has helped and touched a lot of lives and put a lot of people into a better financial position. You know, when you see all that, that is due to a ton of people that have taken advantage of that career opportunity at Senior Life and said, my goodness, you know, this works. And they've taken that out and made it work. And that's why Senior Life is quickly becoming the number one. Right now, they're number 2, but they're quickly becoming, at the current pace and rate that they're growing at, quickly on their way to becoming the number 1 producer in final expense in the United States. And so on that note, guaranteed $100,000 per year. Listen, you know, this career opportunity, I mentioned it earlier before we played the video, but realistically, without a doubt, if you get in here and work this system, you're going to make a 6-figure income year one. Our opportunity is better. You might say, well, why is it better? Well, the main reason is we're we may be a 30-year-old insurance company, but there's so many opportunities to really own territory with Senior Life. It's broken down very specifically, but if you get in here and you're the type person that says, I want more, I want to be more than just a field producer. I want to really go out. I want to build a sales team. I want to own my own agency. Listen, you can go out with Senior Life where a lot of other insurance companies in the final expense insurance industry don't even allow you to really own your own territory. And the ones that do, those opportunities are completely washed up. We know, we keep track of that. There's no way to grow. I've talked to agents that have worked for other final expense life insurance companies that was there 10, 12 years and, never got over 100% contract. A lot of them still under 100% commission. And so with Senior Life, you have, and we'll talk more about that in a minute, but everybody has the opportunity to make CEO money. And not only CEO money, but you have the opportunity that if you want to grow and you want to expand, you can actually own territories. You can own a whole state. You can own the state of Kentucky, and anybody and everybody that lives in that state has to come to work under you. And so, listen, it's exciting when you look at that. We have, if you're an established agent on here, and you've got experience in leadership, listen, we can get you a brochure and we can get you information that shows you the exact breakdown on what you would need to produce an annual premium to own a territory in a state or to own an entire state. So, that's just a lot of opportunity out there with Senior Life. We're really just beginning as a company. And so we're really excited about that. And our opportunity is also better because of the resources we provide to our agents. I mean, it is an absolute turnkey system from our EAP process that helps guide you through underwriting that and getting them, get the actual plan of insurance illuminated for you there on the screen. So you know exactly which direction to go. You're not having to sit, like we used to do and try to figure out and, detail medicines and look at different carriers and which one's going to be the best. No, with Senior Life, we can get anybody covered, no matter their health, no matter what medicines they're taking. And so it's turnkey. It's one company. It's simple. It's a digital application that you use if you got an iPad or if you're selling over the phone in front of your computer. And then we also, as far as leads go, which we'll talk about in a minute, we have absolutely the most robust lead program. And if you're listening to this and you don't know what a lead is, that's simply what puts us in contact with a prospect, somebody that's looking to purchase final expense life insurance. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. But overall, ton of opportunity for growth if you want to actually build a sales organization and agency. And, the main reason we're better is because it is an absolute turnkey system that is time tested and proven. And if you just follow that system, you're going to be successful. So we'll talk more about that and the leads and all here in just a second. So who we are, of course, we're a Senior Life Insurance Company, and we're Agents Resource Group, which is a national marketer for Senior Life. And we help recruit and train and put agents in this phenomenal business that has changed so many lives. And what we do, obviously, we sell final expense life insurance. Now we do at Senior Life, we have a few other products, but it's very simple. We love having just a handful of products that'll service the needs of anybody. We do have some term products there for, younger clientele if they're looking for term insurance, but our focus and the lion's share of what we do is final expense life insurance sales to the senior market. And how do we do that? Well, we're getting to that part, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. But we utilize leads. Senior Life is a lead generating powerhouse. My partner and I, John Tanner, have worked with literally every lead company that produces leads, lead vendors. And we would, in years past, would go and buy those leads from those vendors and utilize those, whether we were going out in person and seeing a client that had mailed in a mail paper lead where they've requested more information, or with Senior Life, that opportunity is really expanded for us because we're primarily all we ever had as an option with a lot of these lead vendors was strictly mail order leads. Now, with the technology at Senior Life, we have an app called Leads the Way. And then through that app, we have a ton more opportunity to be able to purchase leads that gets us directly in front of that client or on the phone with that client. And again, we'll go more in depth into that here in just a second, get to the next slide. But at Senior Life, we have the single most aggressive compensation plan in America. There is no other company out there that's offering 150% commission. It's unheard of. It's unprecedented. This was released in January. We've experienced a ton of growth since launching this campaign out there and going public with this. But you realistically have a pathway to earn 150% commission at Senior Life. There's a lot of people been in the insurance business a long time that own their own marketing organizations that work for other companies or maybe are still in the brokerage model that are not earning 150%. I can tell you because I've met a ton of them over the years, and they're earning close to that, but they're not hitting 150% commission. And so that's a realistic opportunity that is exclusive to Senior Life. And this right now, the screen we're on shows you, and I'm going to leave this up here for a minute. It shows you, this is the commission promotional guideline. This is the path on how you get there. Of course, in Senior Life, they have titles for these levels, but every new agent you see there on the bottom right-hand corner starts at 90%. Let me tell you something. There's not a lot of places, not a lot of opportunity in the insurance business where you're going to start off without any proven production and not being in the insurance business before at 90%. In reality, a lot of organizations out there today are still starting agents, anywhere from 65 to 75, maybe 80%. Well, listen, we're going to start you at 90% commission. And that's a phenomenal opportunity. And that's what we offer at Senior Life. But you see right there, if you get to $5,000 a month in annual premium, which is not hard, you get moved up to 95% and promoted to regional sales director. You get to $10,000 per month, you move to 100% commission. Okay. Listen, $10,000 a month, that's the base of what we want you to be doing at Senior Life. That's the minimum requirement, so to speak. A lot of times I talk to agents when we're recruiting and they say, well, how much do I have to be doing? Or what's expected of me in production? Well, that's $250, what we say in bank draft, or $3,000 in annual premium. We'll kind of use annual premium today, but $3,000 in annual premium a week is what you need to be doing. Okay. So $3,000 a week. And you can look at this if you reach out to us, we can send you an actual career opportunity brochure. But on page 7 of that career opportunity brochure, it breaks down. And if you're doing and shows you this just in plain math, okay, but $3,000 per week times 52 weeks, that's $156,000 in annual premium a year. Well, if you're doing that at the starting commission rate of 90%, that's $144,000 in commission that you've earned year one. Okay. So we hadn't even moved up to 105, 110, but I just want to cover that with you. Once you get to 100% commission, because you're doing 10,000 a month, just to make that clear and paint that picture for you, you're making $144,000 a year, and you're still only on one promotion level. You're just at regional sales director. Of course, you see national sales director there, vice president, and then on up to partner and senior partner level. So tons of opportunity. And listen, it's clear. You're not going to go to work for any other insurance company and go and walk up to them day one before you've even started and say, what's it take to get to 150%? They're not going to tell you. Believe me, there's no clarity there. You'll work there for years, and once you feel like you may need to ask for a promotion or for a higher contract or more points, as we say, most of the time you're going to get to run around on that deal, and you're not going to really know what you got to do to even get promoted. Well, right here, it's absolutely crystal clear. We're not holding nothing back. We're not hiding nothing. This shows how everybody, and this also shows how nobody can hold you back. If you start in this business, nobody can hold you back but yourself. And so that's a great feeling to get up every morning. That's why we love this business. Yes, it's commission only, but man, we love it. If you're an achiever, you can get up every morning, look at yourself in the mirror, and know that nobody's got a glass ceiling over your life. You can get out there, work hard, and kill it and make a ton of money and really better your life and the life of your family. So we are final expense specialists. I mentioned that earlier. Get rich in the niche is the saying here at Agents Resource Group that we have. We believe in being specialists. A lot of people in the insurance industry, they get involved and they think to make more money that they need to sell everything. They need to be able to do, life and health. They need to be able to sell property and casualty insurance. They want to be the Walmart of insurance, so to speak. They want to have every kind of little old product that you can have. And my experience over all these years is that specialists always make and they earn more than a person that's going out there and trying to be a jack of all trades and a master of none. We love the final expense business because it pays some of the highest commission in the insurance business, period. We don't get bogged down with ancillary products, heart attack, cancer, and stroke products, or getting involved with Medicare. A lot of these ancillary products and things, not necessarily Medicare, but there's a lot of people that get involved and they get bogged down trying to sell all these other products to somebody. We simply don't do that. If somebody wants something like that, we're going to refer them to somebody that we know that might can help them with that. But we're going to keep the main thing, and that's final expense life insurance, because while you're out there chasing down, trying to write some of these ancillary products that pay minimal commission, you could have wrote 3 or 4 final expense policies, and earned several $1,000s while you're over there chasing, a couple of $100s, so to speak. So we believe in being specialists. There's something to be said about that, and so that's what we encourage you to do. And we love the final expense insurance industry, again, because it pays some of the highest commissions that you're going to find in the insurance business out there, and especially pays them up front for you. So field or telesales, we got you covered either way. One of the great things about the opportunity with Senior Life is telesales. I mean, they've got it down. They've got a system in place. They were one of the first final expense life insurance companies or to actually go on the phone, and they've been doing it for a number of years, and it's streamlined. And so you can sit there right in the actual comfort of your own home and work remotely at your home office. And if you'll devote the time to it, treat it like a real job, you will earn the money right there from your own home. There's also, obviously, there's a lot of people that take advantage of this opportunity that choose to start call centers where people come and work in a call center every day. That's all on the table and absolutely 100% an option for you if you want to build a call center and you're looking for further opportunity, maybe already in the life insurance industry. And of course, there's the field. We've had a good number of agents since we've moved to Senior Life have transitioned to the phones and are actually preferring that over field sales. So either way you want to do it, if you want to do it kind of our industry was kind of built on the back of going out and seeing the client one-on-one, face-to-face, but things are transitioning with everything we've been through with the pandemic and things that are going on. A lot of people have moved to telesales, and it's good to know that you've got that ability to continue to earn. If the world goes crazy like what we've been through in 2020, and you're in the insurance industry, you don't want to be limited to know if you live maybe in an area up north or somewhere, especially where it's been real tough and, it's almost law. You're going to get in trouble if you're out and about. It's good to know you got the opportunity. You can turn on telesales and still rock and roll right there from your own home. Okay. So prospecting versus selling. This is where I'm going to talk a little bit more about leads for a minute, but so many opportunities out there. It's like throwing a kid in the middle of the ocean and yelling swim at them. It's really actually very common in the insurance business that a lot of these companies, they're not going to supply you with a good lead source to get you leads from. They're going to tell you to go out. I know I won't call any companies' names, but there's some companies out there that still to this day tell you to go out, bug your family and friends, the people you go to church with, ask for referrals. If you're in field sales, get out and ride around and look for homes that, have potted plants and Crown Victoria cars out in front of them. So it looks like an old person lives there, and, then white page what their name is and show up and knock their door. Listen, that might create some rock stars that can make it through all that, but it's not giving a streamlined fair opportunity for folks that otherwise would be able to make it if they just had a little more support. So a lot of folks don't even supply you with leads. Here's another thing you see in the insurance business, though. Companies will, in a lot of cases, sit there and tell you they're going to give you free leads, that you're getting free leads, right off the bat, and you're going to be able to go out and just take these leads. It's not going to cost you anything, and you're going to be able to go out and write a ton of business. And they sell a pipe dream that's absolutely untrue. Leads is the most important part of our business. It's the life source of our business. Can we ask for referrals if we're in a home or something, or talk to their neighbors if we're out seeing somebody, or if we're on a telesales call and ask maybe for somebody that we can call, a friend or family member that might need life insurance? Of course you can. But without a strong, steady lead system, you're going to dry and wither on the vine. Okay. So you don't have to worry about that with Senior Life. We're not going to sell you a pipe dream. We don't give you free leads, because guess what? That's a myth. Okay. Companies that tell you they're going to give you free leads, you're working just horrible, outdated, old. A lot of times the addresses and phone numbers aren't even correct. In some cases, I know companies that are just buying lists of names. It's not anybody that's asked anything or contacted any company about life insurance. And so you don't want to do that. And if there are any decent leads that some of these companies will give you for free, or maybe a probationary period to start you off with them, you got to understand you're going to be on a very low compensation plan. There is no such thing. These guys get out here and say, they're advertising high comp. They're going to, give you a high contract and turn around and give you free leads. They'd be out of business. Okay. They're not idiots. That doesn't exist. But a lot of that rhetoric that you hear is the same way if you're, on Saturday cruising down the road and they're having a live event at a car lot or dealership, and they make it sound like the car is almost free, and they're going to, get on the lot today. And this was a super low interest rate, no payments for the first year, and all this stuff they do. Well, you got to understand, anybody that's ever bought a car, if you ever go get on the car lot and you get in that vehicle and you got the new smell on you, and so you're committed, you want the vehicle. Well, when you get in the finance room, it does not always work out, and never works out like you heard on the commercial. But they did a good job at getting you on the lot and getting you in the vehicle and getting you sold. Well, a lot of other opportunities like that in the insurance business. You got to be careful. If it sounds too good to be true, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, take it to the bank, cash it twice. It's too good to be true. You're not going to earn money. You're going to sit there with horrible leads, and you're going to be on a low comp, and you're not going to be able to earn for your family, and you'll have wasted a lot of time and energy, and really disappoint yourself. So prospecting versus selling, we're not going to send you out to bug people. We're not going to give you horrible leads. You're going to have exclusive, new, phenomenal leads where people that have actually called in, or they've clicked on one of our Facebook ads, or they've requested a quote online, or they've mailed in one of our direct mail leads. And guess what? All those leads say Senior Life. They say final expense life insurance. There's no smoke and mirrors. There's no, they're not being vague with it and, sending out stuff and saying, we're going to send you a $25 Walmart gift card if you send this in, like a lot of companies do. All that stuff and the rhetoric that's out there, Senior Life doesn't play that game. Okay. It's direct. It's upfront. If that client contacts us about life insurance, they legitimately want to know about life insurance quotes, how they can get it, what they need to do. Do they qualify? Okay. And then from there, it's up to you to be able to handle that, to close that client, handle any rebuttals and answer any questions that they have, and overcome any objections that they might bring up. So it's still selling. It's not a lay down. That nothing in sales is. But we can give you the skills and training that you need so that you can sell. So leads are important, and they're not free. With our business, again, that's the most important part of what we do. But you have to purchase your leads. But listen, if you're spending $300 to $500 a week on leads, which is on average is what most of our agents spend on leads, you need to take 20 leads a week to be successful in our industry. But out of those 20 leads, you're going to speak with at least 15 people, whether it's over the phone or you're still doing field sales. Out of those 20 leads you take, you're going to come in contact with 15 of those people. And out of those 15 people, you're going to get the opportunity to make 10 sales presentations. This is actual statistics inside the company. And outside of those, out of those 10 sales presentations, you're going to close 5. Well, guess what? Our average, we've got it down to a science. Our average annual premium at Senior Life is $600 per application. And at $600 per application times 5, that's that $3,000 in annual premium that I talked about earlier when we was on the compensation slide, when we were at 100% there. That's what gets you to 100%. And that's what, when you're doing 5 sales a week, guess what? You're sitting there making a 6-figure income. 5 sales a week consistently, people. That's all it takes. But the key is consistently. And persistent consistency in our business is important. You got to get up every day, treat it like a real job, go to work, and earn money for you and your family. And if you do that, you're going to have a 6-figure income year one. So at Senior Life, we sell. We're not out just prospecting, trying to find clients. Listen, we got the clients ready for you. You buy your leads. Why would you not? Why would you not invest $300 to $500 a week for you to sit there and have a $2,700 a week income? Because if you're closing 5 sales a week, you get that ball rolling, you're making $2,700 a week. Okay, that's real numbers, real math, and that's why another reason we love this career opportunity.
In a recent study, the Bureau of Labor Statistics found the cost of a funeral has risen 227% over the last 30 years. That's almost 2 times faster than other goods and services. So what could a funeral possibly cost in 20 or 30 years? It's an alarming number, but if history repeats itself, a funeral will cost over $32,000. How can seniors pay for their funeral and not leave this debt to their family? The Senior Care Plan from Senior Life was created to help you cover your funeral costs. You could qualify for up to $30,000 in tax-free benefits that will pay for your funeral and any other final expenses. We can qualify any senior regardless of your medical history, and this is done without a medical exam. Your affordable rate and coverage amounts are locked in for life. You deserve to know what benefits are available, and this information is absolutely free. So please call the number now to protect your family from rising funeral costs. Make the free call now.
All right. That right there is one of our television commercials. We're now in 40 states in the United States. We run primetime professional television commercials like you saw there in all 40 states. And there's not a lot of insurance companies that's doing that. And so, that generates a ton of what we call television leads. Okay. And so on the same note of leads, I wanted to go ahead and show you that video. But when we're talking about leads and we're talking that's the most important part of our business, well, listen, wouldn't it be great to have more than just the traditional direct mail leads where somebody gets a card, fills it out, mails it back in, which is what, again, that's a great lead. That's the backbone of our industry. But Senior Life is in being so revolutionary with their opportunity. They are generating television leads off of these TV commercials. And all I can tell you is after working many of them myself, it's like a lead on steroids. Okay. I mean, it's the best lead you're going to get, especially with telesales. When you're looking at telesales, to be able to turn right around and purchase that lead and call them while it's fresh on their mind, in their memory, they know they need to get some life insurance, and they know they need to make that decision. It's a great way to jump in there and close and make sales. Okay. So I mentioned it earlier, the Leads the Way app, and this is an app that you put on your phone. So not only do you have the ability, whether you're going to be field sales or telesales, to order direct mail leads weekly, you can order those. We send those out every Thursday, and you can purchase your leads there. But you also have this app that you put on your phone, and you turn on live time push notifications, and it funnels all of our digital and television leads through on this one app. And so while you're, when you got that app on your phone and you turn those push notifications on, then you're getting live time notifications of leads that you can buy in the states that you're licensed in. So especially for telesales, You know, you want to be licensed in a number of states because that increases the amount of leads that's coming to your app on your telephone. So with those leads, if somebody calls in off of a television commercial, they can take the option to either leave their information, and it populates, say, it'll show you Montgomery, Alabama television lead. And you click on that lead and purchase it, and it gives you their information, their phone number. You turn right around and call them, and you can have it turned on where as soon as you purchase that, they automatically get an email letting them know you're going to call them with your picture. It's really phenomenal. And you turn right around and call them, get them on the phone, and sell them some life insurance. Okay, all that's done through the same e-app that we have called Slice. And it's literally as simple when it comes time to get a signature as holding your phone on speakerphone right up to that iPad, and the app inside the iPad records their signature, and you close the sale. Okay, so the technology piece with Senior Life is phenomenal. So you got the Leads the Way app, you got the television leads coming in. Another great thing you can do is turn on what's called live transfers. When you take that option, you can actually purchase a live transfer, and that's where someone calls in off of a television lead, and they choose to stay on the phone, and an operator gets their information there at Senior Life, and they transfer them directly to your telephone while they've called in on that call wanting life insurance. Okay, phenomenal there. Again, that television lead is like a lead on steroids, and it really helps you drive your telephone business, telesales, if that's the route you're going. But not only that, so yes, the television leads, the live transfers, those come in through the Leads the Way app, but also internet quote leads. And we've got it now where you can get an actual live transfer off of somebody that's clicked on the internet quote. And we've got Senior Life pops up all over the internet anytime somebody starts searching for final expense. All that's set up through Google. Again, the technology is phenomenal. So you've got internet quote leads, you've got Yellow Page leads that also come through there, and finally Facebook leads if they click on one of our Facebook ads. And again, these ads are straightforward. They say Senior Life, they talk about final expense life insurance. And so, you're not ending up in a weird situation where somebody's like, why are you calling me? Because you're working some bogus lead that somebody has sold you to get you in the business. Okay. So Leads the Way is phenomenal. It's part of what sets us apart. Nobody else has this. Nobody. And that is why Senior Life, again, is the number one opportunity in the industry today. The Slice app, I mentioned that before. Here's on the screen, you'll see this. They can sign with their finger right there on the app if you're selling in person. I mean, it's just super simple. It takes you through the whole application process. You've got a field presentation there that you can utilize complete with short clip videos. You can track all your business there. You see pending, under construction, and then your agent manual there. You got all kind of resources to help you answer any question at the touch of a button. This is what would be on your iPad as you're going out every day in the field selling, or if you're sitting from home, you can do this through our portal on Senior Life and use your computer, or you can use your iPad from home. We could go more in depth on that, but it's super simple, streamlined, and a lot easier, I can assure you, than over 10 years ago when I got into business, and you got a whole filing cabinet in your trunk of different companies and trying to learn what company to use and how to use it and how to underwrite each company and what's going to be best for the client, and 13 pages of application that you got to fill out and just make you want to take your pen and stab yourself. Okay, this is the exact opposite of all that frustration and confusion, and really helps you as the agent get trained very quickly and up and going. I mentioned earlier, within 30 days, you can be up and rolling with this, but literally 2 or 3 days of training. And we're always here for ongoing support for you, but within 2 or 3 days of consistent training, we can have you selling. So never walk away from a sale. Again, we've got nobody, anybody with any kind of health condition, we can cover them. Okay. We have term life, immediate benefit. You see there on the right, whole life, immediate benefit, whole life, limited benefit. So if they got some health problems, the fact of the matter is if Miss Jones is in ICU on her deathbed, we can write a life insurance policy on her. Now it's going to be limited benefit. Hopefully she gets better and gets out of the hospital. It's not going to pay full benefit if she dies within the first 2 years with that limited plan, but she wouldn't lose anything. It would pay every premium she'd ever paid in plus interest back. So it's really phenomenal. And I'm kind of being that's a little facetious there, exaggerative on writing somebody in ICU. Yeah, we can do it. Are you going to run into that situation? Most likely not. But what I'm trying to illustrate there for you is literally any health condition at all. I spoke with a client this week that's on hospice, still very active, but has lung cancer and wanted additional coverage and wanted our legacy plan. And I wrote insurance this week on a cancer patient that has a hospice nurse coming in weekly there. And he's saying, Justin, it's kind of slow moving. I'm hoping and believing I'm going to live past 2 years, but I need some more coverage. And I'd rather at least my son get every premium I had paid in back plus interest than to have nothing at all. So that's very real. You never have to walk away from a sale with us at Senior Life. All right, the fun stuff. Hey, and one thing we all love: incentive trips, lifetime renewals, stock ownership, health benefits. Let's talk about each one real quick here. So we'll actually start from the bottom. Health benefits. We are the only insurance company you're going to find that offers full major medical coverage to the agent and his family if he's hitting the production that he needs to hit. So this is unheard of. You're 1099, okay? You're not W-2, you're 1099, you're a contracted agent, and they're going to provide health benefits for you. You have to be doing 150,000 in production a quarter, so that's 50,000 a month. Well, guess what? When you're putting all your business with one company, that's actually doable, okay? And it's very doable if you build a team and you get at least a small sales organization, agents working under you. If you get 2 or 3 agents working with you, and once y'all together collectively are hitting that 150,000, you as the managing agent is going to be covered. I'm talking it's phenomenal health insurance, low copay, low premium, low deductible. Okay. It's as good as health coverage as you're going to find anywhere. I can assure you the health insurance market is not what it used to be. And I can tell you that from personal experience. So that is something that we offer, again, that's very attractive, that helps us stand out. And for those that are wanting to build a team, is very helpful when you're marketing and you're trying to go out and recruit agents to this opportunity. Stock ownership. You can attain to a point with Senior Life where you can actually own stock with Senior Life and get returns on those. The past 2 years, I know for a fact, the return has been over 30%. Now that's phenomenal. Some of you are going to think that's made up, but it's not. Over 30% return on your money, because that's how Senior Life is growing. Okay. It is going through the roof. We just had our biggest first quarter in the history of the entire company since it's been in existence, that we had the biggest one in production, but not only that, also in recruiting. So that tells you all you need to know. And you need to get on the train while the opportunity is skyrocketing. Okay. Lifetime renewals, a lot of insurance carriers. And again, I know because we wrote them all. Okay. It ends at 10 years. After a decade, you're not getting renewals. We get paid 3 ways in this business. You get an advance on your commission up front. Okay. But then you also get pay through commission. But on top of that, you get renewals. You earn a percentage depending on your contract level. You earn a percentage of your entire book of business for life. Okay. Now that percentage is higher year 1 through 10. So it's higher year 1 through 10. It does reduce after 10 years. But listen, anywhere else you go, any other company you're going to write for, it's going to end all together at 10. So that's phenomenal. Another thing that sets us apart at Senior Life. Lastly, incentive trips. Now, listen, every insurance carrier that you work for, let me take that back. They all don't anymore. Okay. So that's wrong. But the majority of insurance carriers still offer incentive trips when you hit your production goals. And again, especially when you're writing with one carrier, one company, it's not hard to do, people. If you're out writing 3,000 a week in AP, like we've mentioned earlier in this, you're going to win these convention trips. And this is where once a year they plan these sales conventions. And, you might have a meeting or two, but it's one big party at the same time. Okay. You get to go to exotic locations, very unique locations in the U.S. and exotic destinations outside of the U.S. And they send you, I mean, it's a first class trip. You're not staying at the Motel 6 or the Holiday Inn. Okay. You're staying at top notch, 5-star, 4 and 5-star A-rated resorts, phenomenal service, breathtaking scenery, wonderful locations, once in a lifetime trips for most of the world. Okay. But that's kind of synonymous with this business is luxury travel. And I can tell you at this point, me and my wife have traveled all over the world. Like I like to say, Kardashian level. Okay. It's just phenomenal trips that we've seen you name it, we've been there. Okay. Everywhere from Iceland to Paris to Costa Rica to Hawaii. I mean, you can just, the list goes on. Okay. Monaco, Monte Carlo, France, Italy, all over everywhere. Okay. So that is a great incentive. All right. You want to get out there. A lot of people we hire sometimes will say, well, I just want to make a lot of money. The trips aren't that important to me until they go on one. And especially if they take their spouse, because you get to take one guest of your choice with you. Okay. Whether that's your spouse, or if you're not married, you want to take a significant other, or your mother or your father, or you can take somebody with you. Okay. And that the more you produce, the greater that incentive gets. Not only can you win the trip, all expense paid, but then they'll also give you cash money when you get to a certain level to spend once you get there. Okay. So traveling's phenomenal. When you can travel on the insurance company's dime, that's when it skyrockets through the roof. Okay. It's a wonderful experience. You can enjoy it. You can bring your family with you. If you got kids and you want to pay for them, they can come with you. This year, we're going to the Mayan Riviera down south of Cancun. So we're pumped and excited about that. Be leaving here within the next 2 months. We're going on that trip. Going to spend a week down there and have a phenomenal time and grow as a team together and as agents, but also have a lot of fun while we do it. That health benefit plan, this just shows you right here. I know that's a big deal for a lot of people. 3 months annualized production. You see, if you're doing 150,000, which is what qualifies you for it, the monthly premium for that for you, for a single person, is just $450. If you want to put your family in there with you, it's $755. That would come out of your commissions monthly, so you're not having to stroke a check for it. But it also shows you if you're building a sales organization or even personal production. I mean, it's not uncommon for a producer with Senior Life to write $250,000 in a year. Well, that gets your premium down to $300 for a single person and $575 for your family. You're going to build a sales organization, $300,000. It's not hard at all. Of course, you see what those premiums would be, and for you and or your family. So that's phenomenal. Again, very unique to us at Senior Life. The other thing unique to us at Senior Life is our legacy assurance plan. This is a plan that we pair with all of our life insurance coverage that we have included with their policy. And basically, when our Slice app generates the quote, it goes ahead and includes the little old, it's $4 is all it is, and they can list up to 4 of their household family members with them at no additional charge. Okay. And what Legacy does, it's like the Sam's Club of funeral expense. Okay. You've seen that commercial we showed earlier in this presentation about how funeral costs is continuing to rise. It's going through the roof. Well, with Legacy, they can lock their caskets, urns if they're going to be cremated, their monuments, the vaults, all of that can be locked in. We paid a death claim within 24 hours. We have warehouses and delivery equipment in the states we're in, and we can deliver and will deliver that equipment that they pre-picked out. So what happens if they get a policy, once they get their policy in the mail, shortly behind that, they get a Legacy assurance packet, and it tells them how to go online. It's real easy. They get a membership card. They can go online, point and click, and out of hundreds of options, pick out their caskets, urns, vaults, monuments. It's done. That takes that pressure off the family. And that equipment is a third of the cost of what these funeral homes are charging people today. Funeral homes somewhere around a 500% markup now. It's absolutely outrageous. So with Legacy, what we do at Legacy, there's actually licensed funeral home professionals on staff there. When somebody passes away, we pay that death claim in 24 hours. We call the funeral home, let them know that they already have all their equipment through us. We deliver that equipment to the funeral home. And then while we're on the phone with the funeral home, they're actually trained to negotiate the service fees of that funeral home down. And you end up with funerals that, in most cases, are 50% or even more less than what they would have been if they simply had a life insurance policy alone. But that's a great aspect that helps sell that insurance coverage. And, for people that can't afford a lot of coverage, it helps a little bit go a long way, because they can carry a smaller policy and it still pay for 100% of their final expenses whenever you have this legacy plan coming with it in tandem. It's like a 1-2 punch. There's also living benefits that's included in that. You see there in the left-hand corner of your screen, the drug prescription card. They get a prescription card that over 68,000 pharmacies participate with. That helps to give them added discounts on their drugs. There's a lot of other programs that's built in that they can utilize, where they can get 50% off their hearing aids. They get a free hearing exam every year. They can get 24-hour telehealth, where they can call a doctor 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and get help over the phone and have medicines called in for them. So it's a phenomenal plan. And again, that's unique to us. There's one other company that I'll leave nameless that has a plan, but it's nowhere close to this, that comes with their insurance. And in that plan, all they do is call the funeral home and negotiate the service fees down. Not only do we do that, we're providing all this equipment basically at wholesale. I mean, it's incredibly affordable. I spoke with a client a couple of weeks ago that realized that, they went ahead and bought a casket, and they basically jumped out in front of the gun, and the whole family got together and spent the money, not realizing and doing the research to realize that the client had a legacy plan with us. And they were really sick to their stomach over it, because they ended up paying $4,000 more for the identical casket that we could have provided them for $1,500. Okay. That's a real story. And that right there. It really helps the client. It helps us as the agent to market the product to the client. Okay. So that's unique to us. It's really turnkey. And another thing is, it takes a lot of pressure off the family when somebody passes away, because at Legacy, we're handling a lot of the business of that when we call that funeral home for the family. Okay. And our WISH team, again, that's the ones that stands for Where Individuals Seek Help, but that's our funeral home professionals there at Legacy. And they're the ones that's going to pick up the phone and call direct to that funeral home and handle all that for the family. So, talking about the process here, this is your income calculator. And just to rebrush over this, we're getting close to being done here. And hopefully, if you've made it this far in it, this is lighting your fire and getting you pumped and ready to go. And we're going to let you know how to get in contact with us. This is the income calculator, though, and this just gives you another example of what your income can be with us at $60,000 a year. All you got to do is help 4 families a week. Literally, you help 4 families a week with what our average premium or average application is, the premium on the application. You're looking at $60,000. Okay. If you want to make $100,000 a year, help 6 families a week. Okay, 5 to 6 families a week, and that's what you're going to be earning, is a 6-figure income. All right, and then if you want to make $250,000 a year, and a lot of agents just done it, I have done it. Okay, you're looking at helping at least 6 families per week, or if you had a team of 8, helping at least 32 families per week, along with what you're doing. Okay, so make sure that you're clear on that. At $250,000 a year, if you got a team of 8 people helping at least 32 families per week, and you're able to go out and you're helping 6 families per week, well, that's showing you right there. That's how you get to $250,000 a year. Where else do you know that you can go through an insurance state exam? Okay, within a month, be trained, went through insurance school, take the exam, be trained, be up and going, and have the realistic ability, if you get out there and work hard, and not only make $100,000 a year, but there's nobody holding you back. You can recruit as many team members as you want. they're changing their life. You're helping change their life by introducing them to this business. This is not a multi-level marketing deal. This is something that's state regulated by the Department of Insurance for the states you live in. Okay. So you may say, well, this kind of sounds like multi-level marketing. Well, at the end of the day, everything's got a hierarchy. Okay. If you work at Dollar General as a cashier, you got assistant manager, the manager, you got regional directors, you got people over the state, and somewhere you got a CEO of that company. So everything's hierarchy, but this is an opportunity where, based off of your production, it's spelled out clearly on how you can get to earning big money for you and your family with a real product. We're not, nothing against that, but we're not selling body wraps or makeup or shakes for them to drink. This is a real business that's been around forever, time tested. If you want to get to $500,000 a year, okay, you say, man, that sounds like pie in the sky. Well, you can do it. How do I know you can do it? Here's how I know you can do it. I was bankrupt in 2010, lost nearly everything due to the 2008 and real estate crash and everything getting real bad and things I was involved in. And I'm here as a living testament. I have made and do make over $500,000 a year for a number of years now. And so you look, I was bankrupt in 2010, had to file bankruptcy on virtually everything I owned. And within 6 years, was making $500,000 a year. Real talk. You can do it. Okay. If you get in here, if you work hard, if you don't make excuses, you can earn over $500,000 a year for you and your family. Here's a real example of how you can do that, though. Look right there at the bottom. Team of 30 people helping at least 120 families per week. You got 30 people, odds are you're going to be helping a lot more than 120 families per week. But that's just showing you realistically, that's how you get there. We've ran these numbers over and over again, Senior Life's time tested. We know this is how you get there. Big question, how do I become a millionaire? Okay. Well, as a person that has made millions and millions of dollars in this business over the course of the past decade, I'm telling you, it can be done. But you can get to the ultimate level where you're making $1 million plus a year. That's where you want to be. That is life changing. In South Georgia, you have a hard time trying to figure out how to spend $1 million a year, okay, depending on where you live. So that's the goal. Lead a team of 60 friends. That's how you do that, who help at least 240 families per week. If you got 60 people fired up about this business out there producing, and how would you not be? When you can go out and take somebody and say, listen, in 30 days, bud, I can have you making $2,700 a week. That's $100,000 a year. Well, if you take somebody that's got a work ethic, that don't make excuses and gets out there and follows the system, that's the important thing. You got to follow the system, okay? A lot of times we recruit people that come in and think they know more than we know. You can't argue with Ron Powell and the system that's been created. Ron Powell came from Berlin, Georgia, and, was not wealthy by any means, and now owns the second largest finance life insurance company in the country. Okay. And he's done that in a short amount of time. I think he's just now 50 years old. So, I mean, my goodness. And I'm the type person, if I see somebody that can do something, then why can't I? That's what I believe. If one person can get out of the ghetto and into the get-mo, like they like to say, anybody can do it. Okay. There's no excuses. Hard work is what sets the difference. So $1 million a year, that's how you do it. Build a team of 60 people. Okay. So that's the presentation. That's how you change your life with Senior Life. That's how we do what we do. Okay. And we want you to get contracted with us. If you're an agent listening to this and, you feel like you're in an opportunity that's washed out, maybe you're in an opportunity that, you just don't have the resources, you don't have the technology we have. We love this because it's scalable. Okay. And there's not a more scalable system to help you grow nationally in the business. And this is why we made the move. It was a big move for us to leave a lot of former relationships we had and come to Senior Life. But we believe in this wholeheartedly. We believe in the scalability, and we believe when you simplify it, simplicity is a beast. When you simplify the process, you get a lot better results. So we want you to email us if you want us to send you a career opportunity brochure so you can delve into this and look at some of the material yourself. We have all this in digital format. We'll get it to you. at Agents Resource Group. And that actual email address is marketing. You see it on your screen, marketing@agentsresourcegroup.com. And so we want to get that information out to you. Okay. So this presentation today, we hope you've enjoyed it. We hope it's been helpful and beneficial for you. If you have any questions, you can reach out to us at any time. Okay. We're all over social media, on Instagram, on Facebook. We're on LinkedIn, and you can DM me personally, J. Justin Young. Search for me on any social media platform, or you can go to agentsresourcegroup.com, and there's direct links to all of our social media. We'd encourage you to follow us. We have a podcast called Separation Nation that airs regularly everywhere podcasts are heard, and on YouTube. We have the video version there. Subscribe to our YouTube. Go subscribe to Senior Life's YouTube. Watch some of the videos of all the personal testimonies of people, where they were at and where they're at now, due to them taking advantage of the opportunity with Senior Life. So follow us on all those social media platforms. Subscribe to our YouTube. Subscribe to Senior Life. Make sure you're following Senior Life on everything, and really get in contact and in touch with our culture. Okay, it's a culture of winning. If you want to be, do, and have more, Agents Resource Group, with that powerful relationship that we have with Senior Life, is the tool for you. We want to help you get in this business. We want to see you make 6 figures plus, and then we want to have fun and celebrate with you. We work hard, but we play hard. We want you to experience that with us. Reach out to us. Again, marketing@agentsresourcegroup.com. And until next time, we'll see you later.